In an interview with Michael Wolff in 2017, Epstein alleged Trump was a serial cheat in his marriages and loved to fuck the wives of his best friends. When asked by Wolff, "How do you know all of this?" Epstein replied, "I was Donald's closest friend for 10 years. Wolff also said that Epstein showed him photos of Trump with topless young women sitting in his lap. And Wolff said Melania was very involved in Epstein's social circle when she was first introduced to Trump in 1998. And guess where Epstein claimed they first had sex? Well, you guessed it, Epstein's own private jet, the Lolita Express.
For years, Donald Trump and Melania have sold the world their fairy tale love story. But according to explosive news sources, the truth may have started somewhere far darker aboard Jeffrey Epstein's infamous private jet. That's right. Insiders claim Trump first met Melania not at some glamorous party, but in the skies on a plane tied to one of the most notorious predators in history. And what allegedly happened on that flight? Well, it's something neither Trump nor Melania would ever want the public to know. If these whispers are true, this isn't just a love story. It's a scandal that could blow open the Trump-Epstein connection in ways that even his most loyal supporters can't defend.
That's a crazy one. I suspect, Melania conspiracy time, I suspect that Melania has been whispering in Trump's ear. I think she was trafficked before, either bad trafficked or good, or just like knew Epstein and like knew that world a little bit. But I suspect that she's been whispering in his ear about what that really is and does and all that things, because she's been kind of like acting from the back a lot. But when you really dig into what Melania's been doing, she's very active in anti-trafficking and in protecting trafficked victims and girls and stuff. And as Trump, when he married her, and then they have Barron, and he's watching his son grow up. So you have this young child, and you have this wife telling you about her previous life, probably, and just whispering in your ear that like, this could be your legacy, this could be your legacy, this could be your legacy, right? Because he used to be friends with those people.
So one of the reasons we have to consider this possibility, okay, I said possibility, but it's a real possibility, is that Melania was introduced to Donald by Jeffrey Epstein.
It didn't come from a courtroom or a Senate hearing. It came from a podcast, tossed into conversation like a casual afterthought. I suspect Melania was trafficked, the host mused, and introduced to Trump by Epstein himself. A possibility, they called it. But in politics, even a possibility can explode like dynamite in the hands of the right storyteller. And then came the images. Not doctored, not photoshopped. Real photographs. Melania, long before the White House, standing in strange, opulent places beside billionaires with dead eyes and darker reputations. The public was invited to connect the dots. And when they did, the portrait that emerged was something colder, sharper, and far more damning than a simple love story.
Russia, it's weaponizing Melania's past. I don't know if you know this, but on Russian TV, they frequently show Melania nude in order to mock Donald Trump. So they show all these photos of Melania. By the way, Melania's previously made posts about how proud she is of her nudes, but did you know that after Donald Trump and Melania met, she got what was called an Einstein visa? She was treated like a genius, an exceptional achievement visa that gave her a fast track to become a United States.
Joe Rogan, the juggernaut of the podcast world, didn't accuse. He didn't shout. He didn't even editorialize. He just put the evidence on the table. Photographs, timelines, names. Epstein, Maxwell, Trump, Melania. He let his audience stitch the truth together themselves. And the stitches were red with implication. This wasn't about nudity or scandalous modeling shots. It was about proximity, about being in the same orbit as a predator so notorious that his name alone can scorch reputations. And when Rogan reached the topic of Melania's so-called Einstein visa, the absurdity was impossible to ignore. A path reserved for Nobel laureates and groundbreaking scientists handed to a young model with no academic accolades. The hypocrisy wasn't whispered, it screamed.
So I think we should explore, how did Donald Trump meet Melania on or around the same time he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell? We should build a timeline here. You see, Donald Trump went to a club in Manhattan called the Kit Kat Club, where there were parties that were frequently thrown for very rich Manhattan elites, businessmen, to mingle and find very young models from Eastern Europe. Models from Eastern Europe. And Melania was a model from Eastern Europe who was brought to the United States, who would attend these parties where the rich men would show up and mingle with the model.
The love story they sold America began to rot under scrutiny because if the visa was a sham, what else was fabricated? The official narrative claimed they met in 1998 at a fashion event. But 1997 showed Trump mingling with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell at elite parties weeks after leaving his second wife. British tabloids hinted at a mysterious 20-year-old new companion introduced through Maxwell herself. This wasn't courtship. It was procurement. A Kit Kat club catalog where women were products, not people. And in that moment, Melania was plucked from obscurity and placed onto a chessboard where Trump wasn't a suitor. He was a buyer. And the cost wasn't just money. It was silence, compliance, and loyalty without limits.
Let's dig through this timeline, shall we? So what was Donald Trump doing in 1997, the year before he meets Melania? Well, in 1997, he's out there partying with Epstein and Ghislaine. This is from the London Sunday Mirror. This is 1997. How sweet. Trump's Brit of all right. Just weeks after ditching his second wife, America's best-known billionaire Donald Trump has fallen under the spell of a 20-year-old English girl. This was before Melania, okay? This is 1997. Trump 50, who has failed in his bid to secure the services of Princess Diana's butler, Paul Burrell, was in search of another British trophy when he met London model Anushka DeGiorgio at a party in Manhattan. Several American millionaires already had their eyes on Anushka, but she was there with Robert Maxwell's daughter, Ghislaine, who has introduced several of her attractive friends to the property developer.
From there, the irony wrote itself. A woman with alleged ties to a network of traffickers became the face of Trump's anti-human trafficking platform. Her speeches rang hollow and weighed against the photographs, the company she kept, and the timeline nobody in the administration dared to question. Worse, her past became a geopolitical weapon. Russian state TV aired her old modeling shots to mock Trump, twisting the knife by framing her as a Ukrainian agent when she reportedly advised Trump on the war. One day, a Kremlin pawn, the next a beacon of Ukrainian pride. The truth, she was neither. She was a vulnerability, a living liability that enemies could weaponize at will. And Trump knew it.
Melania gets the expedited path based on an Einstein visa after meeting Donald Trump at the Kit Kat Club. Then she brings in her family, and now Donald Trump's against all of those same policies. Now, Melania is no, innocent person in all of this either. Melania, after Donald Trump, was caught on video bragging about sexually assaulting women and grabbing women by their genitals. And he says, because if you're rich, they let you do it. She said that's locker room talk and that she was okay with it. Here, play this clip.
He described it as locker room talk. Mm-hmm. To you, you sort of alluded to that as well. Is that what it is to you, just locker room talk?
Yeah, it's kind of two teenage boys. Actually, they should behave better, right?
He was 59.
Correct. And sometimes I said, I have two boys at home. I have my young son and I have my husband. But I know how some men talk, and that's how I saw it, yeah.
But here's the part that should terrify Trump the most. This isn't just gossip floating around conspiracy forum. The people connecting these dots aren't fringe YouTubers. They are veteran journalists, high-profile commentators, and investigators who've already taken down billionaires before. And every time Trump tries to deny, the internet does what it does best. It digs deeper. They dig up guest lists, flight manifests, even long-forgotten party photos. And in those photos, Trump and Epstein. Not in passing, not in some, oh, we just bumped into each other way, but laughing together, standing close like two men who've shared far more than champagne. It's the kind of familiarity that can't be faked and can't be explained away.
He's very passionate about the country, and he's taking a very serious look at it.
But what is this with the birth certificate obsession? Did he ask to see yours when you met him?
I needed to put mine anyway, because if you want to become an American citizen, you need to put the birth certificate.
Right.
I have a birth certificate from Slovenia. And do you want to see President Obama birth certificate or not?
I've seen it.
It's not the birth certificate.
Well, it's a certificate of live birth,
Right,
which they give. But Melania, if he insists on what he's saying, then no one in Hawaii can ever run for president, because they all get the same live birth certificate.
Well, but they need to have...
Midway is finished, for example.
They need to have, and in one way, it will be very easy if President Obama just show it, and because it's not only Donald who wants to see it. It's American people who voted for him and who didn't vote for him. They want to see that.
But it's on display in Chicago. We've seen it on the internet. We've seen it. It's not the same as yours, but it's a certificate of live birth.
Well, we feel it's different than birth certificate.
All right. Well, I think you should give it up at this point.
Well, it's not. It's not him that it's bringing up. It's the media all the time. His points are really about bringing back the jobs, economy, healthcare, all the stuff. But they leech on that one issue, and they're going on and on and on.
Trump's own words become weapons against him. In a 2002 interview, he called Epstein a terrific guy who liked women on the younger side. That wasn't just a slip, it was a crack in the armor. Because when you combine that comment with the Melania timeline, the visa mystery, and the photographic evidence, the whole narrative starts looking less like coincidence and more like choreography. This wasn't random attraction. This was a selection process. And once the public sees it as that, once they see Melania not as a supermodel who captured Trump's heart, but as part of a darker transaction, it's game over for the fairy tale. And maybe, just maybe, game over for the man himself.
Melania went from a small Slovenian town to a world-famous model to marry a billionaire and now politician Donald Trump. Melania spoke to me from Trump Tower. Okay, where did you meet him?
We met in New York 1996 in September. We met at the fashion party. It was a big fashion party that my friend organized, Fashion Week, and he invited me. That's how we met with Donald.
Did you like him immediately or not?
I like him. He had a great charm, but he arrived with the date.
Oh.
He was very charming and a great mind and great energy. We had connection from the beginning.
And when was the next time you saw him?
We saw each other, I think, around a week, because I had work obligations. I traveled to Caribbean for a photo shoot. So when I came back, I called him and we got together.
So you called him?
Yes.
He didn't call you?
Well, first when we met, I didn't give him my number. He was with the date. So I told him, give me your number and I will call you. I wanted to see what kind of number he would give me. Business, home. If he would give me a business number, I'm not a girl doing business with him. Why he would give me a business number? So he gave me all of them.
The danger for Trump isn't just that the truth might come out. It's that the perception is already shifting. In politics, perception is reality. The image of Trump as the ruthless independent billionaire shatters if people believe he was entangled in Epstein's web, not as a distant acquaintance, but as a willing participant. And with every resurfaced clip, every damning interview snippet, every unearthed photo, the narrative snowballs. Even allies start to hesitate. They don't want to be standing too close when the avalanche hits. And make no mistake, once it starts moving, there's no stopping it.
When Vogue said we want to do a profile. F you profile. I don't need a profile.
Remember? Oh my God, I remember that.
They came back after 2 months ago. They came back.
Did.
Yeah. What? I need another profile? It might be a cover. I'm might be a cover. I don't give a fuck about Vogue and any magazine. I have other stuff that they want to do. Or other magazine. I'm for what? What I will do for?
No.
Another photo shoot? Go and get images and get the pictures and you will see me. Okay? See?
You're not the September cover.
Are you kidding me?
But
No
do you
way.
imagine if you were? Like,
No
that
way.
would have been.
Yeah, but they would never do it.
I know.
They would never do it. Hey, no way. All these people, they're so mad. They are so, you know, some people, they say like, well, they're jealous. They want to be you. They cannot believe they're all these designers that they, you know, they say, oh, we will never dress her. Like, it's almost like I need their help. You understand? But doing so much more important stuff, it's, you know, that's why. It's like, do I care? I don't.
And this is where it gets lethal for Trump's political future, because the moment Epstein's name becomes tethered to Melania's, it becomes impossible to talk about her without reopening the Epstein wound. She's not just his wife, she's a potential link to one of the biggest sex trafficking scandals in modern history. Imagine a debate stage in 2025, and instead of talking about policy, Trump is asked on live TV about flight logs, party photos, and whether his marriage began with an introduction from a convicted predator. The crowd goes silent. The cameras zoom in. That's not the kind of question you can bulldoze your way out of. That's the kind that lingers and poisons. Michael Moore once said that Trump's biggest weakness isn't a rival candidate. It's the truth. And this is truth mixed with scandal wrapped in moral outrage served to an American public already exhausted by his chaos. The Epstein connection doesn't just chip away at his image. It detonates it. Because for years, Trump has built his base on the idea that he's untouchable, a fighter who wins no matter what. But history is merciless to men who hide behind that myth. Once the mask slips, once people see the strings, the magic trick is over. And when that happens, the fall is sudden, brutal, and final.
I think that the boob job is terrible. You know, they look like two light bulbs coming out of a body.
You know, Paris gets knocked and this and that, but she's very beautiful. Her skin is flawless. She's dumb like a fox.
And you're going to have more kids?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
Believe it. Yeah, sure. I would.
What do you need that headache for?
Because I like kids. I mean, I won't do anything to take care of them.
And things with Melania are good?
Excellent.
The sex is still good?
The sex is extraordinary.
Well, she is terrific in bed. Now, she wouldn't want me to say that, but she is.
Oh, man. She's naked there, isn't she?
She is excellent.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a thing of beauty.
Oh, what a life you have.
Not so bad, Robin.
This is a candidate for...
Hey, Donald.
That's right.
Does she wear outfits to bed? Like special outfits?
No, she wears nothing. Which is much better.
You know, she's a great beauty, but she's a great beauty inside, which is almost as important.
Not really.
Not probably.
Do you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good, all right. Somewhere in between.
I do.
Guys,
I treat women with great respect.
treat women somewhere in between respect and doo-doo.
The most dangerous part for Trump is that this isn't just some liberal fantasy cooked up to smear him. Court documents exist. Testimonies exist. People in Epstein's circle, the ones who stayed quiet for decades, are starting to talk. And when they talk, the timelines line up a little too perfectly. A chance meeting at a party followed by an immigration miracle followed by a marriage that placed Melania in the heart of American politics. If even one credible witness confirms Epstein played matchmaker for Trump, the story changes from rumor to record. And once it's on record, it's admissible in every interview, every debate, every history book. Suddenly, this isn't about political mudslinging. It's about documented history staining his legacy forever. Trump's defenders will try the usual playbook. Call it fake news, blame the media, attack the accusers. But here's the trap. The more he denies, the more the internet resurrects old footage, old quotes, old photographs. Every denial becomes a headline. Every headline keeps the scandal alive. And the media doesn't have to prove everything to ruin him. They just have to make it impossible for him to escape the shadow. Imagine campaign rallies where protesters wave Epstein's face next to Melania's or giant banners reading, "Who introduced you to?" The question doesn't need an answer. It just needs to stick. And once it sticks, voters start to feel the weight of something dirty, something unshakable. That's when political support begins to rot from the inside. And let's not forget, this isn't happening in a vacuum. The American public has just endured years of scandals, indictments, and chaos from Trump. They're fatigued. They're looking for a reason to turn the page. The Epstein connection hands them that reason on a silver platter. It's not about tax returns, policy disagreements, or partisan bickering. It's about morality, safety, and the kind of darkness that makes even diehard supporters whisper, maybe we went too far. This scandal doesn't just bruise Trump. It contaminates him. Every handshake, every endorsement you free political ally suddenly feels radioactive. No one wants to be the next career casualty standing in his shadow when the fallout comes.